like it's hot. I'm the prophet, like you drop it, like you drop it, like you drop it, like you drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it. Pimps in the crib, ma.
Yo, what is up, guys? It is your boy Ryan, or prs-nightstawker. I just want to go in. It's more of an update video of like the next couple months, and then in a little bit of the beginning of next year, and what's going on with you know, me and PRS and what we have our minds set on right now. So entering World War II, you know, it's been out for about 10 days, so a little over 2 weeks. So today I was talking back and forth with the owner, Blade, as everyone knows from my last video and some previous ones. He's the guy that he obviously found it, and he was talking back and forth with me about, you know, wanting me to be a co-founder with him. So now I'm a co-founder with him, and I was throwing a couple of things across the plate today, and he was throwing some stuff back. You know, I was saying how I want to go in, on MLG.com and buy, you know, some of the MLG credits. I think it's like $8 for 10 credits, and it goes up from there. But more or less so that we can do the at-home tournaments for money. So, you know, there's different tournaments every night or every day that, you know, some are 15 credits, some are 5 credits. So you buy the credits, and it might be, say, $220 payout. You know, small payouts, but more or less a way for us to, you know, keep playing together, learn just some more practice time other than pubs, because, you know, pubs is kind of tough to practice because you can get that one clown that, you know, doesn't want to actually play, or, you know, it's tough, and it's better playing with someone on your team that, you know how they play, and, you know, you're serious about winning and whatnot. So I thought, you know, when we're playing, we should play for some money too. So, you know, if we do ever win, you know, then we could maybe walk away with a decent amount of cash, and, you know, it's something for us to do to inspire us, you know, maybe more to post or make videos and whatnot. So we talked about that. He said he was down. So far right now we only have 2 people, me and him. So right now all we can do is dubs. But I was saying, you know, if we can get a couple more guys to jump in and buy MLG credits, we could do 3s or 4s and whatnot. But as of right now we can only do dubs. But hopefully a couple of the other guys will want to jump in and, you know, play with us for money, and we can, you know, keep an update or a record of how we do in the GBs and whatnot, rather than just doing the free GBs. You know, I figured it would be a fun way for us to make a lot, you know, well, not make a lot, but, you know, practice a lot, and, you know, sharpen our skills more with some good guys out there that are kind of along the same level as us. And then he was saying, you know, hey dude, you know, he was saying there's this company called King of the Couch. They're sort of big, I guess. We've gone to a lot of their events, but they do a lot of LAN parties, mainly in like the Pennsylvania, East Coast area, you know, down that way, Pennsylvania, New York area. So Blade is actually, he resides in New York. So I'm originally from Canada, so I'm not really in the U.S. country that much, but I can always make it work, I told him. So he said, you know, there's this big event, you know, January 6th, it's the first World War II event, LAN party that they're doing, and it's like I think a $3,000 payout, and it's like $55 for a player, or $250 for a team, something like that. I don't know the specifics, I just kind of glanced at it real quick and ran over it, and I was like, dude, I'm down. I was like, you know, I can always meet you in New York, and we can always, you know, we can carpool to Pennsylvania. I think it's at like a Best Western in Pennsylvania. So we're hoping that that all works out, because I was going to do one prior to World War II at the end of MWR, but something happened. I think there wasn't enough teams or something, so I didn't end up getting down. But, you know, that's coming up this year. Well, not this year, but that's why I was saying in the beginning of the video into next year, because that's going to be January of 2018. So that'll be the first big event for PRS, more or less. And hopefully everything works out, that team-wise, you know, there's enough players and everything so that it doesn't get canceled like the last event, because I'm really looking forward to it and whatnot. And then, you know, me and Blade have been going back and forth. He's been shooting me pictures of the newer version of our PRS logo. So we have like the black, gold, the black, white, and blue is the original, and he just sent me a picture of the newer one. That's it's like white, red, and the background's black, so it's pretty cool. And there's some sweatshirts and stuff, and we were shooting back and forth. We're trying to get Amazon to hop in and kind of help us out and post. You know, we want to be able to put our products on Amazon. That way, they're more around. You know, we won't be paying as much because we were doing a little bit of work with a different side company, and his prices are kind of up there sometimes. So it's tough, you know, it's tough for us guys to, you know, whip $60, $70 out of our pockets because of the simple fact that most of us work full time right now. We're trying to get Call of Duty to be our main jobs, and for right now we all have to work, and some of us are on a budget, you know, like I know me and Blade and whatnot, we do a lot for the team, but you know, just me and him, we can only pay so much, you know, we gotta take care of ourselves too. So hopefully some of the other teammates will jump in and, you know, pitch a couple dollars here and there, you know, because that's really all we need is a couple dollars here and there, and before you know it, you get a lot. And, you know, we're not asking for, you know, thousands and thousands, you know, it might be 10, 20 bucks, you know, and I know, you know, it might be, that might be a lot for some people, and so we're trying to work around all the flaws and whatnot, but hopefully with the upcoming game, it had a funky start. Like I got the game the night of release, and I got it, downloaded it by 1:30 in the morning, and I jumped on and the servers were down. So I was like, oh great, you know, it's gonna be one of those Call of Duties where, you know, the servers never, we always have had server issues, and I mentioned in one of my other videos, I don't know why they didn't put, you know, they made so much off of this one already. I don't know why they haven't updated the NA or whatever the case may be. But the servers, thankfully right now, I haven't experienced any issues, but I know I have read on, you know, tweets and, you know, other stuff saying, you know, some guys are having issues with PS4 lobbies and whatnot, and I was having an issue with when I was in a game, after the game ended, I would get booted back to the main menu, and that was pissing me off, but that hasn't happened in quite some time, so hopefully all goes well so far, and, you know, hopefully they're kind of sharpening their pencil on, you know, their main priorities right now, rather than, you know, I mean, the first nerf did just come out, so hopefully within the nerf and everything else, you know, they'll figure out what's up with the servers, because servers are obviously the biggest part of the game, not just being able to play it, but you need the servers in order to play it. If you don't have the servers, you can't play it. So you know, it's tough for them, you know. I can see it in my own head, you know, if I was, you know, a CEO or an owner of Activision or whoever, you know, it's tough, you know, because you got to keep the content good that people want to play, but you gotta keep the servers up to date, because if the servers aren't up to date and they're always down, none of us are gonna want to play, you know, and that's one tough part. So more or less, I was just doing a quick update video now, what's going on with PRS, where we stand, and kind of the first couple months of the new year. You know, January is going to be the first month of the new year, so that'll be one big event for us if King of the Couch and everything all works out. And I'm sure we'll have a lot more prior to this, so I'll keep you guys informed when I figure out more information, because like I said, I don't know what the cost really is. I just did a quick glimpse of the date and the year, and I didn't really go into detail of, you know, for my knowledge right yet, but I will be looking further into it to see what I do need going there and whatnot, and hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like you 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 drop it. Pimps in the crib, mom.